And welcome back, Professor Almeida, jpalmeida.com, here to talk to you today about GMetrix. Now, if you're taking COSA 30, Intro to Computers, or COSA 50, Intro to IT Concepts, you will be working with this practice test software. Again, it's called GMetrix. You can get to it by visiting gmetrix.net or from the home page in our class site in Canvas, you can just click on the link. Make sure that you remember your username and password as you sign up. I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And this is what GMetrix looks like. You can see I've been playing around with a couple of different tests. So if you're new to GMetrix, take a moment to figure out your way around. Over here under my name, you'll see account information, help if I'm not sure what to do, a user guide to check out, and then there's this download link. So GMetrix is web-based, as you can see here. I have it in Firefox, but I can also download the actual software to my PC or Mac. This can certainly change, so be sure to fully explore the site. Now, once in GMetrix, the next step is to redeem the access code that is provided in Canvas. Again, it's on the home page of the class site. You only need to do this once, and preferably after you sign in for the first time. So on the left here, you will see redeem a code, and you can just simply copy and paste the access code from Canvas to here. So this is GMetrix. And let's go ahead and start a test. Now, if you are taking COSA 30 Intro to Computers, you will be practicing for the IC3 certification. The IC3 is composed of 3 exams: Computing Fundamentals, Living Online, and Key Applications. In COSA 50, you have certification opportunities for the Microsoft Office Specialist in Access and Excel. Now, if you are taking COSA 30 online, you will actually be submitting your GMetrix results, and I will show you how that works. If you're taking COSA 30 on ground, that is, you're showing up in person, you see me in the flesh, you will take your actual IC3 exam in class. So the next part of this video is mostly for those who are taking this class online, but also if you want to practice in GMetrix, this is a little how-to. All right, so let's say that I'm taking the IC3 and I'm in COSA 30 online. So here we are. There are 3 different exams, and this depends on which part of COSA 30 we are in. So let's say that we're in the Computing Fundamentals portion. So I'm going to select Computing Fundamentals GS5, Global Standard 5. If you're watching this from the future, there are specific instructions in the actual IC3 assignment in Canvas. So for example, if it's IC3 Computing Fundamentals, go ahead and click on that assignment and carefully read the instructions, especially if you are taking this class online. All right, so we'll go ahead and choose Computing Fundamentals. You will see that there are 2 different tests offered, Test 1 or Test 2. If you're taking this class online, you will be submitting your results in testing mode. You can choose from either Test 1 or Test 2, doesn't matter. Avoid the older versions of Office, and again, if you're watching this from the future, check the actual instructions for any specific details. Now, what's the difference between training mode and testing mode? In training mode, you will learn your way around the GMetrix environment. You can answer questions freely. There is no timer, so you can screw up. You can see the right answers. You can jot some notes down so that you know what to do in the future. In testing mode, it is a simulated testing environment. It is timed, and you will need to pace yourself accordingly. So let's do testing mode for Test 1 here. Again, we want to make sure that we are looking at the right exam, Computing Fundamentals, Office 2016. So we'll go with testing mode. And you want to make sure that you have a good internet connection because it does take some time for the actual test to load. Okay, so I'm still waiting here. And again, it's entirely dependent on the GMetrix servers and your internet connection at home. Now, you want to make sure that you set aside enough time to be able to complete the exam. This is especially important if you're doing this online from home. Give yourself at least an hour or so that you can fully complete the exam. So I have a simulation question here, and let's walk through it together. The spreadsheet program is not responding. Without using Control-Alt-Delete, close the spreadsheet using Task Manager. Now, you're not always going to have certain options in this Windows 10 simulation, so you have to kind of know some of the different ways to access certain things. So I'm actually going to right-click on the Start menu here to bring up Task Manager, and we'll go ahead and end the process for soccer team. Now, you won't know if you're actually done with the simulation, so you can go as far as you can and then proceed on to the next question. And that brings us to this. You can jump around to the previous or next questions. You can reset the question if there's something wrong with the simulation. So here's what it looks like when you reset the question. You'll see that I can bring up a menu and go to any of the different questions here. I can save and come back to this later, but keep in mind that this isn't always foolproof, especially if you're going between web-based and that software that I showed you earlier with the download link. So just kind of be careful with that. I can make the text bigger if needed. You'll see that my timer is going. Now, if I'm not sure of this question, I can always flag it like this and then come back to it later. So when you get to the end of your exam, you'll see an overview of all of your questions, and you can go back to the ones that you've marked for review or you flagged. So again, I'll go ahead and answer this question here. So we'll go ahead and end this process, and we'll move on to the next question. Okay, so again, you want to make sure that you have a good internet connection. I'm going to jump around here. It doesn't seem to be responding. So this could possibly happen, right? So if that happens, let's see if I can save and exit. Nope, it's responding. So you might get questions like this. What two statements are true about using external hard drives to store backups? So be careful with questions like this because there is more than one correct answer. So I hope this helps you out a bit in working with GMetrix. Now, let's say that you're actually done with the exam and you're taking this class online and you want to submit the results. So here's how it works. I'm going to go ahead and quit out of this. So let's choose Save and Exit. Now, let's say I want to print out the results. I'm going to go over to my tests and we're going to look at completed tests. So here's an exam I completed. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and here are the results. Now, if I'm taking this class online, I'm going to submit this as a PDF. So I'm going to click on the printer icon here, and in most cases, you're going to be choosing Microsoft Print to PDF. Perhaps you have Adobe software installed, so you can choose Adobe PDF. That's perfectly fine. Or if you're on a Mac, you can choose Save to PDF. So we'll go ahead and print this to PDF. I'm going to find a good place to save this, and I'm going to name it something memorable here. So you don't have to do what I'm doing, but again, just make sure you save it where you can find it. And now what I'm going to do, let's say I go back into Canvas, I'm actually going to take this PDF file and I'm going to upload it. So you can see here's the printout. This is the test I took. So this is test 1 of Computing Fundamentals Office 2016. You can see that it was done in testing mode, and here are the results and how I answer the questions. So this is what you're going to be turning into Canvas if you are taking COSA 30 online. Again, look at the actual instructions for the assignment. So I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, you do have the user guide, you have the help files, and in Canvas, you have the open collaboration forum to ask each other. Good luck with GMetrix. Good luck on your IC3 and MOS. I hope this helps you out, and thanks for watching.